Awake my heart, the sadness of doubt. Not all men have faith. To Thessalonians 3:2. Yesterday we are speaking about the sadness of doubt. May we add further notes here. A couple of generations ago, no man disturbed general faith in the Christian religion more than the renowned philosopher Arthur David Hume. After years of supposedly scientific doubting and denying, what comfort did his special philosophy afford him? Here are his own words. I am appalled at the forlorn solitude in which I am placed by my philosophy, and I begin to fancy myself in the most deplorable condition imaginable, environed by the deepest darkness. Poor brilliant Hume. A writer quoting this confession of Hume well says, any man who, like Hume, regards himself as nothing but a bundle of natural forces and impressions, which is to be unbound and scattered to the winds by death, who denies that there is any evidence for the existence of the soul after death, or for the existence of God, must abide in solitude, which is indeed forlorn. Many of us in the philosophy class had to encounter the brilliant mind of John Stuart Mill. Was there ever a keener logician or more intellectual reasoner? Yet, as regards Christianity, God, the soul, the beyond, he aligned his much learning with the unbelievers. A regretful commentator on him sadly writes, the talent and success of John Stuart Mill make more distressing the periods of despondency in his early manhood, and the loneliness of his later years. His wife dies, and he tells his heart this in the end. He buries her, not her body only, but herself. She has ceased to be. He has no religion but his memory of her, no hope but of an annihilation. Some years ago, a well-known avowed atheist wrote, I am not ashamed to confess that with this virtual negation of God, the universe to me has lost its soul of loveliness. Moreover, when I think, as at times I must, of the appalling contrast between the hallowed glory of that creed which once was mine, and the lonely mystery of existence as now I find it, at such times I shall ever feel it impossible to avoid the sharpest pang of which my nature is susceptible. Yes, doubt, skepticism, unbelief are false refuges. We have spoken truly in saying that doubt is sad. The late F.W. Robertson described the final misery of the doubter as that of one who has felt the ice cracking beneath his feet, and finds himself on a single ice block, severed alone and drifting out into freezing darkness. In view of the repeatedly vindicated base of our Christian faith, it is puzzling to us that such deep doubt can be. But we must accept the fact of it, and should daily pray for the spiritual enlightenment of those who doubt or deny. The late R.A. Torrey did not believe there was any real atheism, despite all outward profession of it. He used to say, the truth is, men hope by denying God's existence to shield themselves from the discomfort of his acknowledged presence. I wish I could conquer, but of this I am sure, that atheism never made anyone really happy. Many have thought that atheism would give them mental freedom from a binding idea. The real motive has been selfish rebellion against a sense of accountability. Always they have found atheism a false freedom from truth. The slave dome in darkness, their palace has probed a dungeon. Yes, we may well pray for such.